What's good, YouTube? It's Kevin here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am in a different setting because I have been moving to my new place. But anyways, that aside, I'll touch on that probably more in a personal video. But today is the second review of May, and boy am I excited to bring you guys this review, because today we are going to review the Nike Air Fear of God Raids in the light bone colorway. And if you guys didn't know, this is absolutely my favorite shoe that has come out in the Nike Air Fear of God collection, just because of how unique it looks, and also the quality is insane. But anyways, let's check out the shoe before jumping into the review. Roll the clips. Alright, you guys, here is the shoe, and oh boy, there are so many things that I straight up just love about this shoe. Let's dive into the details, I guess. So the entire shoe is generally in this grayish light bone colorway, and the swoosh itself is this very, very soft to the touch tumble leather. Right under the swoosh you have very, very soft grain leather that's kind of surrounding that area. In the front here you have kind of this nubuck lining, and of course here you have this kind of nylon-y, meshy, cushiony material that's super soft. In between the nubuck and the actual cushiony part here, you have very, very pristine stitching all around the front of the shoe. You can really tell the details that went into the shoe. As for the actual straps, because they're the probably loudest part of this shoe, over here I actually have one that I already unstrapped, so that one's still relatively dead stock, I suppose. But you start in the back here for the straps, and this strap, oops, the extra laces are in the way. So this strap here comes out, and then you free up the front straps here. So see how this strap goes to this back strap, and they kind of do the same all around. So this one on the other side fastens the other strap. And so when you strap the shoe, you get something like this, which is just a floppy X in the front. You have to lace for the right shoe, you have to put the left strap down first, and then, because there's Velcro on the back of the left one, but not the right one. And after you open it up, you just have this very nice mesh of flopping straps. The lacing system is super unique. It reminds me a lot of the Fear of God ones, and so I really like these thick rope laces. Of course, Jerry decided to keep his signature touch with this fastening thing. I think it's a plasticky fastening thing. I think it's really unique, it's really cool. And even on the plasticky thing, he retained the details that he put with the clothes as well, which is print Air Fear of God on that little thing over there. On the back of the shoe, you'll see Nike Air printed in kind of this Fear of God text. I'm not sure if you can see that. And then down here, you have what I'd like to call the signature touch. You have Air 180 Fear of God SN, the SN of his father or grandfather. I'm not particularly certain. It's a small little detail, but it's the army number of one of Jerry's relatives. I'm not gonna say which one because I'm not sure, but yeah, I think it's grandfather. I don't know, not sure. But super cool touch, really gives this shoe a very, very special vibe to it. I mean, when you see a designer pour out details like that into a shoe, you can really tell that this is a really well-made shoe. And on top of that, it's just a really close to heart kind of shoe. The shoe has a story, and that's what's really cool about it. Of course, the air unit is this 180 air unit. To me, it kind of looks like the air unit of a, a Vapor Max. And then it's enclosed with this translucent gel that hardens. It's super cool. There's a swoosh on it too, which is kind of unique. I never really expected that. The bottom of the shoe actually has a lot of these traction patterns. I'm not sure if this actually helps traction. I can kind of try it on, walk around, and let you guys know. But yeah, on the interior, which is what I really want to talk about, the cushioning is insane. So the details here, you see the leather lining, and then on the inside there's like this super soft, cushiony material that just surrounds your ankle and heels when you put it on. The same goes for the tongue. The tongue itself is like rather thin just because of like the nature of how the design looks, because it's not meant to accent the tongue, it's meant to accent the straps. And so it's rather thin, but it's super plush and super comfortable. Like honestly speaking, this shoe is one of the best designed shoes and most comfortable shoes I have ever ordered. Like easily one of my top 5 this year, just by how it works and everything. Honestly, I know a lot of people who complain about these rope laces right here, but I think that if you just lace them the way that like Yeezys come laced, which I can show you guys at the end of the video, you're gonna be totally fine. It looks absolutely amazing. And like I said, this shoe is just such a quality shoe. Like if you don't buy it now when it's super, super low, like I don't know what you're doing, because this shoe is an absolute amazing shoe. Like I keep saying it, but it's comfortable, it's super stylish. You can pretty much rock it with any sort of long pant. You can even rock it with shorts and long socks. Like it's versatile, it looks good. It really turns heads too, because it's like a chukka boot that is made by Nike and it looks great. So, yeah, I mean, obviously that was a little biased there, but oh, touching on a couple of details that I think I may have missed. Inside, the insole says Air Fear of God, but I mean, that's pretty standard. And even on the tongue, it has an upside down Air Fear of God tongue thing there. So yeah, I mean, smaller details that I missed a little earlier, but wanted to cover them anyways in case if you're interested. But let's move on to the sizing of the shoe. So I have wide feet, and this is a true to size 7 for me. And this shoe fits amazing. Like honestly, probably some of the best fit for a shoe that I've ever hit with Nike. Like sometimes on size 7 shoes with Nike, I have a little bit of space in front, or it's like either too tight like some of the runner shoes. But this one, true to size 7, fits me to the T, and it gets my toes right in this nice little plush mesh area that they can just be surrounded by comfort. All right, anyways, so I recommend going your true to size if you have wide feet. If you have narrow feet, you might want to size down half a size, but I don't think it should matter that much given that this is not a low top, and you guys should probably know by now, my philosophy is for low tops, you should definitely go as true to size as possible. For mid to high tops, you really can have like a little bit of room, no problem. So I would just generally recommend going your true to size just because it'll definitely be safe. Like even if there's just a little bit of room, like it's not gonna be that bad. And so, yeah, and plus like with double fastening on the shoe, like I don't know why you would even have worry as to like if it's too big or not, because you have 2 layers of fastening. But anyways, that's the sizing advice I have for the shoe. As always, if you have questions about the sizing, leave them down below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of wrapping up the review. I guess I could show you guys how to lace the Yeezy stuff now, but let me change the setup really quick just so you guys can get a better look of how to lace it. Alright you guys, so right now I'm going to show you how I typically lace this shoe. So closer to the actual fastener, after you've fastened your shoe all the way, you want to kind of make a loop with one index finger, and then over closer to the lace eyelets, you want to make another loop. And then, so now you see that this loop gets wrapped around this way, right? So you want to wrap this loop through that loop, the way that it's supposed to go. And push, fasten, yada yada. You want to fasten it closer to the fastener. And, if I can slowly do this. Yeah, eventually it'll look something akin to this, and I mean, obviously if you fix it a little bit, it'll look better, fasten it a bit more, etc, etc. But this is the general way I lace the shoe. I also like putting the lacing over the actual strap, so it looks like there's a little bit more depth to it. Sometimes you can even hide it with your like jeans or whatnot. I mean, it's whatever, it's up to you if you want to put it underneath the straps or over the straps. I put them over the straps, but this is really just a lacing suggestion. So Use it if you guys think it looks good. These are typically how Yeezys come laced, with like an exception of like 1 or 2 knots. I think Yeezys is a double knot, but I find this a very low effort way to lace it, and you really don't have to, you know, do much else. And it still looks pretty decent after you like strap it on and everything. But anyways, my suggestion is my suggestion. Take it with a grain of salt, as always. I'm gonna throw these bad boys on feet, give you guys an idea of what they look like, and yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, let's check it out. Hi you guys, so to cap off the vlog, I know you guys have already seen the on feets, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of outfit inspiration. So this is my current outfit, rocking the fit with the Fear of God Air Raids, and Fear of God Air Raids, Fear of God runner pant, and the Fear of God sweatshirt. I mean, all Fear of God, but you could essentially replace a lot of these pieces with different, like, cheaper pieces, like just basic skinny jeans instead of the joggers. You could do just like a basic like champion sweatshirt instead of like this sweatshirt. There are a lot of alternatives out there that will still make the same aesthetic pop. You just have to kind of find them. There are a bunch of other outfits that I can kind of give you guys for ideas on how to rock this shoe, but it's super versatile, and I just love the way it looks on feet. And anyways, before I actually end off the vlog, I forgot to mention one thing in the actual review, which is that these shoes are actually a little bit difficult to put on, and I mean, it's actually not that bad. You can loosen the laces a lot and slide your foot in there, so you have a lot of room to be able to shove your feet in, etc, etc. But after getting this shoe, I definitely realized that I'm never going to get the Fear of God ones, just because I've heard for the Fear of God ones, it's incredibly difficult to stick your feet in, and I'm not about that life. So yeah, these shoes are very, very easy to put your feet in. You just loosen the laces and then you re-tighten them when you actually put your feet in and everything like that. But thank you guys for sticking with me to the end. If you guys want outfit inspiration like for this shoe, let me know in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for sticking with me for so long, and until next time.